Happy Saturday, friends. I hope you enjoyed some long runs today and were able to get in those maintenance miles as well as those really great lower leg exercises and hip exercises, which all of my runners are doing today. Thank you so much for hopping on and catching the replay. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Jasmine Nemec, and I'm the running coach at CoachJasmine.com. And I want to chat with you a little bit today about why my athletes eat a gluten-free, dairy-free lifestyle, or diet, as you may call it. I was actually hopping on to do this because of one of my athletes' comments today on our group page. I was chatting about refueling and was sharing some really valuable refueling tips, and it actually mentioned to them that a really good ratio for carb to protein refuel is having a plain Greek yogurt and berries. And one of them said, but wait a minute, you said that we're supposed to eat gluten and dairy free. So I'm going to chat a little bit about why I have my athletes start on a gluten-free, dairy-free diet, and why I actually do allow them to kind of implement back in some of these for specific cases. So let's get chatting. The first reason, or the main reason, I have my runners come into either my VIP Run Academy or for my 3-week carb cycling groups. Both of these, they start the first 3 weeks, no gluten, no dairy. Why? Because these two are the most common stomach disorders in the world. Most people have an intolerance to one of them, and most people don't even realize they have an intolerance until they take the time to take it out of their diet, be gluten dairy free for a couple weeks, and then implement it back in and see how they feel. Most of the time, when those runners take the time to cut these out, they realize, man, I feel so much better. There's been so many studies that prove that these highly processed foods can be really hard on your stomach. And you know, it's good for us to take time to take out certain foods like sugar, like gluten, like dairy, take them out, go a couple weeks without them, and then implement them back in and see how they feel. But I cannot deny the fact that there have been many other studies done that prove that people can handle these foods well. Everyone is made differently. Everyone has a different stomach or different sensitivities. So I do think that, for example, Greek yogurt, it is really high in probiotics. It's a really good source of lean protein as well as, a decent source of calcium. And when you pair it with things like berries or other fruits, it can make for a really good refuel for runners. Same thing with chocolate milk. I think the carb to protein ratio is very ideal for after a workout and can be very beneficial for runners. But some runners, it's not ideal because of the lactose within milk or the gluten within wheat that is hard on the stomach. So, as I said, let's choose to take time to take it out and then implement it back in and see how we feel afterwards. So, I hope you found that helpful. I think it's really important for you as a runner to be aware of how your body responds to nutrition. You know, I do eat a gluten-free, dairy-free lifestyle 90% of the time, but let me tell you what, I definitely enjoy a bowl of ice cream once a week. I do realize there's kind of a certain amount I can have without feeling sick. It's always something that I have enjoyed since I was a little girl, so I don't take it out to deprive myself. I choose to enjoy it occasionally, but I do know that my body personally responds very well to being gluten and dairy-free, as do most of my runners. So definitely be intentional about being in tune with what your body needs, knowing when to refuel, what to refuel with, and how your body responds to certain types of foods. If you realize that you're breaking out a lot, you're feeling bloated, you have a lot of digestion issues, maybe take some time to do a food diary for a week or so. Look at what you're eating and then decide, okay, what if I just take out gluten for 2 or 3 weeks? What if I just take out dairy for 2 or 3 weeks? Keep writing down those foods that you're eating. See how your skin changes, how your stomach changes, if you're feeling less bloated, if you start to see your abs again. And then think, okay, is it worth it for me to have these foods in my diet if they're going to make me feel a certain way? So hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you have any other questions, definitely reach out to me at info@coachjasmine.com. If you know you want to implement trying to be gluten-free and dairy-free, but you don't know what workouts to pair with that or what recipes are going to be helpful, or just having that accountability to make it happen, definitely consider joining my carb cycling groups or my VIP Run Academy for both of those. We are very intense the first 3 weeks on figuring out what your body responds well to and setting you up for success to be more in tune with your body. So reach out to me at info@coachjasmine.com. www.nutritionandhealth.com, and we can chat about that, no strings attached, to see if we can figure out a nutrition and workout program that fits your specific needs. I hope you guys are having a super Saturday and have enjoyed your long runs today. Talk to you soon, friends. Bye.